I'm gonna ask a silly question. So I wanna know where the name, how did it originate?
So my dad, Dennis Anderson, was working on a farm. And when he was working on this farm, he was into tractors, big trucks and all that stuff. Well, he was building a truck. Well, the farmer's son was very wealthy and had all the new stuff, had the new big tire, mud tires, all that stuff. And my dad was in there sewing bags of potatoes, sitting down, and he had been working on all this junk that he had been gathering from everybody. And he said to the guy was talking smack, and he says, I'm gonna take this old junk and I'm gonna dig you a grave. And everybody in the farmhouse started hooping and hollering, and then they called him Gravedigger from then on out. So that night he went home with a can of spray paint and spray painted Gravedigger on the side of the truck. And then it just went from there, man.
That's awesome.
He tore the kid up in the field too. They went out in the field, and the kid with his brand new truck, brand new tires, got stuck, and Dad comes in with his old jalopy, wears him out with Gravedigger spray bombed on the side.
I like that because it's very relevant to how I started my late model career. My dad, he worked on other people's cars, and he knew that once we got to the point of being done with go-karts that we needed to race stock cars. So over the 2 years, he built the chassis himself at the chassis shop, and he would take the parts from other people that had used the parts to the point where they didn't want to use them anymore.
Yeah.
And that's how we built our first cars. So it's very relevant to the way that the name came up. So that's pretty cool.